Right then, welcome back to the channel. This is 5 things that we learned watching Manchester United against Brighton yesterday. As I'm recording this, I'm driving down to South Wales. If you catch this early enough, come and join us doing the fan dance. Otherwise, don't, and then maybe watch the content that we get afterwards. All right, so let's talk about United and Brighton then. First up, different United, but the same result, sadly. We built out confidently, even Maguire. I thought there was times when United looked really, really good, really positive, really controlled, high quality, and we always seemed to have an out. Actually, it was Brighton, who are renowned for their ability to play out, that were getting caught in possession because of United's good press. United played out really, really well, and we didn't really put ourselves in any kind of danger throughout the game by playing out. There was always like a 90-degree pass to someone that was in space, and I was quite infused with that. Chasing a goal in the second half, we became quite tactically fluid, which is nice to see. Zirkzee comes on. Again, more interchange between Zirkzee and Garnacho. Is that the modern day Ashley Young to Mazraoui? We may see. But things did look positive. Now, it was a different result. Sorry, it was a different United, but the result is a little bit on the familiar side, isn't it? You know, we played better, but we've ultimately come away disappointed, and you would rather play bad and win than play really well and come away without a loss. But it is early season. You can ride this out, this stage of the season, but we do have to start getting good results, top and bottom of it. Look, I'm busy, you're busy, everybody's busy, we're always on the move, so whether you want to catch up with the latest Premier League news or stream live matches on the go, Surfshark ensures that my online activities are secure and seamless no matter where I am in the world. Surfshark VPN changes your IP address, lets you virtually travel to any location and any country. That means you can stream from UK media libraries even when you're on holiday or abroad on business. It encrypts your data and masks your IP, especially on those dodgy public Wi-Fi networks, shielding you from lurking hackers in the digital abyss. With Surfshark, there are no logging of your activities, granting you true internet freedom. You can say goodbye to pesky ads, trackers, and malware, creating a seamless and secure online realm for your exploration. And the best part, one account covers all your devices. If you're ready to enhance your online journey, use the code Howson, that is HOWSON, for an additional 4 months at surfshark.com/Howson. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee as well, so there is absolutely no reason to hesitate. Join the Surfshark family today and surf the internet worry-free. Thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. Check the link in the description for this amazing discount. Number 2, explosive Ahmad and Dalot was immense. So, I think Dalot was one of the best players on the pitch for United. You can question perhaps where he was for the goal at the end, but he was putting balls into the box. His link-up play was real nice. He stopped a certain goal at one point. He defended 1v1 really well against a real tricky customer in Minte. And the result didn't match his individual performance, really. He's got to be coming away disappointed with that. And I expect him to contribute massively again on top of the 50 games that we saw from him last season. I think you're going to see more and more of that from him. And I think Ahmad got stuck in, but he's got to be more clinical. Now, there was good opportunities created both by himself. Obviously, he did get on the score sheet. There was opportunities created by himself and others that perhaps he should have done better with. And if he's going to hold down that right wing spot, which at the moment I think is his to lose, if he's going to continue to hold that down, you have to start separating yourselves from the pack. Now, I don't think Anthony's got any say in who plays on this whatsoever. But if you're not consistently scoring the chances that you do create, at some point someone else is going to get given that opportunity. Now, if he just comes in and every game's goal, assist, goal, assist, goal, assist, or sometimes 2 goals and an assist, they're not even going to think about bringing you off. They're just going to be like, well, he stays on because he's a threat at all stages of the game. Now, he's developing. He's got the mark of a tricky winger, which seems to be a tiny little bit more direct, because once he enters the box, I think he's begging to give a penalty away. And, you know, for a while, about 4 years ago or so, that was a very effective trick for United, was to just be direct into the box, get fouled, take the pen, 1-0 up the fucking Reds. Number 3, tactical questions. So, impact again from the bench, same as Fulham. And I think there was a bit of an improvement in the way we played with the ball. But I think there's some questions if we're thinking tactically. One, McTominay coming on. Comes on as a runner, obviously going to be involved in the final third. Does he help us progress play? Well, no, he doesn't, let's be honest with ourselves. It's not what he's there to do, is it? Taking Bruno Fernandes off as the most valuable chance creator while you've done that, you could have got the second goal and not required like losing the game in the 96th minute if you'd have maybe just been a little bit tighter while Bruno Fernandes is still on the pitch maybe. But there's going to be a lot of question marks about that decision to take Bruno off. Now, I haven't seen the press conference. Maybe he comes out and addresses that. Maybe he says he's got a knock. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he just ignores it. I don't know. I haven't seen it. So everything's on the table, I guess, still right now. It wasn't Bruno's best game in terms of quality and possession, but I do think that he was offering a hell of a lot still when it came to the press. And as soon as you have Mount off and Bruno off, then you start to have some problems in terms of the energy and the intensity, because if nothing else, Bruno and Mount will press. And I thought that was what looked really good for United. We forced Brighton into errors in the first half with the intensity and the quality and the coordination of that press. So that has to be continued and potentially even improved upon. And on that, let's talk about Mount. So the positioning and the eagerness of him, especially to press, is what's going to stand him out as a valuable asset at United. I think he was very, very key in the first half. Besides the Welbeck goal, I think he was probably one of the best players on the pitch actually at that time. He is part of the squad. I think it's going to be important to understand when and where he's best used. I mentioned on my review last night, big decisions for Ten Hag to make, and Mount is one of them. At what point does he go back to the bench? Because you can't fit your striker into the system with Mount and with Bruno. So at what point does he then go and sit on the bench? Now, what we saw today with Bruno, maybe he starts getting 30 minutes and Bruno comes off after the hour. And you prolong Bruno a little bit by having Mount come and do those 30 minutes, and then maybe some of the games that you're more sure of, Bruno sits them out altogether and Mount starts. Maybe that's the move, to sort of work around having players of, not the same sort of setup, but like they've got a similar sort of use in the team, especially once you get a fully fit number 9 in front of them. I think that's going to be really interesting. We need consistency from Mount, and I don't know if he'll get that before he ends up having to sit on the bench, because obviously the strikers are going to start coming back into the team, aren't they? And then Premier League, fine margins. As we, as I titled the video last night, it's fine margins in the Premier League. You can't get too high on the wins and you can't get too low on the losses. Brighton was always going to be a tough game for us. You'd like to come away with 1 or 3 points. You're not. You're coming away with an L. You've got to take it on the chin and keep moving to the next week, because next week's a big game. And that's the beauty of where United are with it at the moment, or the curse of where United are at with the moment. Every game is tough for us. Every game in the Premier League is tough. Brighton to Liverpool, there's going to be similarities, there's going to be differences. United have to dust ourselves off and we have to go again. I think, it's a nightmare going from seeing a potential winner going in with, admittedly the correct call on the offside, but from watching the potential winner going in to conceding the goal in extra time. That's why we watch football, innit? It's that unpredictable, disappointing nature of it that we secretly all are addicted to. There's got to be something better to do, hasn't there? Nah, probably not. Anyway, make sure to subscribe, give us your thoughts in the comments, and check out the player ratings video a little bit later on today. See you in a bit. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, 5-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.